just like to say that I have to congratulate Iowa on an incredible season. Awesome. And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark.
For months, WNBA coaches and players treated Caitlin Clark as if she were just another newcomer to the league.
No whistle there. Van Loo thought she was fouled. Here's Clark off to the races, ahead for Wallace. Perfect. Clark sees two.
They downplayed her impact, overlooked her record-breaking achievements, and even attempted to convince the world that she wasn't exceptional. But now, the truth is undeniable. Caitlin Clark is too remarkable to be overlooked.
Carrington all over her. Clark eyes up. Bounces to Boston. Boston one-on-one with Jones will flip it in.
The same coaches who once refused to recognize her greatness are now showering her with the praise she's always deserved. Why? Because the so-called stars they tried to elevate above her have faltered. They've been missing easy opportunities, more focused on TikTok trends than their on-court performance, revealing just how overhyped they truly are.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to dominate, outshining her competition and proving she's a generational talent. She's making her doubters look foolish, standing alone with no equal and leaving no room for debate.
Jumper. Clark, step back, handoff Boston. She'll give it back to her. Good ball movement. Samuelson's open, and she delivers with a three.
At the start of the season, some WNBA coaches tried to downplay Caitlin Clark's impact, treating her as if she were just another rookie, despite already being the biggest name in women's basketball. They dodged questions about her, shifted the spotlight to other players, and even attempted to create the illusion that she wasn't as exceptional as everyone knew she was. But the fans never bought into that narrative, and more importantly, neither did reality. Caitlin Clark has been putting up numbers that make it impossible to ignore her brilliance.
You're getting some aerobic fitness in. Good. I need it.
Now, WNBA coaches are singing a different tune. Suddenly, they're praising her work ethic, leadership, and her ability to completely transform the game. They're publicly acknowledging what fans already knew. Caitlin Clark isn't just a great player, she's the face of women's basketball.
Breanna Stewart, 4 NCAA championships at UConn. 4 times she was the MVP of the Final Four, the most outstanding player.
Some coaches have even called her the best shooter they've ever seen, praising her basketball IQ and ability to elevate her teammates. But these aren't just compliments, they're confessions. For months, the WNBA and media tried to push a different narrative, hoping to convince fans that someone else could match Caitlin Clark's level. They handpicked their chosen one, a player meant to rival Caitlin Clark. The problem? She flopped. Fans watched as this so-called star missed easy layups, struggled to make an impact, and focused more on social media than improving her game. The WNBA's attempt to create a rival backfired, exposing the gap between Caitlin and the rest. Now, Caitlin stands alone. Every attempt to downplay her has failed. She's outplaying hyped-up superstars, bringing in more fans, revenue, and media attention than the entire league combined. No equal, no debate, just greatness. This season began with doubt, jealousy, and coaches and players pretending Caitlin Clark wasn't the biggest thing in the WNBA. But now, they've been forced to face reality. They've watched their own propped-up stars fail in embarrassing fashion, while Caitlin Clark has put on a masterclass in true talent. Now, they have no choice but to give her the respect she's earned. It's too late to pretend otherwise. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star. She's a legend in the making.
Delivered. We talk about
Clark has the big on her. Sably thinking about taking her. Clark gives it up. Mitchell, a wide open wing three is good.
It's amazing to hear Dawn Staley praise Caitlin. Dawn is such a key figure in women's basketball, and when she acknowledges a player like that, it's a huge honor. Caitlin's impact is already clear, and she's just getting started. Her success, with Indiana's ticket sales and Las Vegas needing a bigger arena, shows how bright the future of women's basketball is.
I ask you a similar question to what I asked Caitlin. To know that Dawn praised Caitlin on the stage out there with all that Dawn means to women's basketball. What does that mean for you in terms of who Dawn is, and what does it mean to know that Caitlin is not done? She is going to continue to be a big deal, and for hopefully many years to come now as a professional.
I mean, obviously, Dawn Staley is the leader of women's basketball right now. She's our Olympic coach. She is the person that we are all looking up to. And she's somebody that when she says something like that to a player, it should make them feel really good. So I'm thrilled that she acknowledged Caitlin and her greatness. I really am. I think that Caitlin's going to continue to have this kind of impact in the WNBA Indiana's doing well with her ticket sales. I know Las Vegas just had to move to a different, bigger arena when Indiana comes to town. So those are all really good signs that, women's basketball is in a good...
What makes their words significant isn't just what they said, but who they are. These aren't casual observers or media pundits. They're some of the sharpest basketball minds in the sport. Their praise carries weight because of their own accomplishments, their expertise in player development, and their deep understanding of what makes a true basketball icon, like Stephanie White.
Long embrace and some kind words for after the game of the handshake line. Wondering if you wanted to share what those were.
Well, there's not a whole lot of strategy. You got to guard her. Nobody else seems to be able to guard her. We didn't even guard her last year when we beat them. She's just a generational player, and she just makes everybody around her better. That's what the great ones do. I think they had a kid that scored 21 and 18. She had 12 assists. Caitlin Clark's not going to beat you by herself. It's what she does to make those other teammates better that helps her score points and them score points to beat you. What did I say to her? I said, I sure am glad you leaving. I said, girl, you something else. Never seen anything.
You think about the great point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game has seen. They are going to go down as the greatest. And I'm excited about the opportunity to work with them. I'm excited about the opportunity that we have to build from those starting points and build out, and for the longevity that those two could have in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and hanging banners in this building. All of those things are so exciting. The future's really bright.
Really well. She's shooting the hell out of the ball. And she's making sure she's finding those open players. She had some amazing assists tonight. Triple-double, second one for a rookie. Just really, really proud of her and her continue to keep her teammates involved, and then also just her growth. It's been great. I think she's used to some shots that she's taken in the last few years that are just those deep shots, and I don't know if there's times she comes off ball screens where she's open in that long two area, and we've got to get her comfortable taking that long two. She's going to get looks. She's going to get open looks. She's got to figure out, like I gave her a rule the other day, she's got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. When she gets off the ball
and she hits one of our high posts and somebody in the high post, she has a habit of hanging out and dancing. That's what she's done. It's these habits that we've got to break. She's got players around her now that she can get out, she can go screen, and the ball's going to get back to her. And that's what she hasn't had in the past, so that's what we've been trying to show her and explain to her.
She is elite, and she is one special player. Things that stand out to me that have been around the game for 35 years, she plays with great pace. She plays with a great tempo first. She is an elite passer. She is an elite passer. She sees things before they develop. And she can really read things. That's why for us to turn her over 7 times and maybe have some other passes that might have been turnovers attributed to a bad catch or so, was impressive for us tonight because she is an elite passer of the basketball. So that's what makes her special. Everyone talks about the logo threes. To me, what that does is she got incredible range, but it just opens up the floor for everybody else. That logo range opens up the floor. And so you always have to be guarding her, and you always have to be giving her attention. She's really special. I don't have a lot of comps. I have different breakdowns of people within her game, but she has it all.